Hi everybody. I'm realizing Target must be my thinking spot because this is where I've done like my last 3 live videos. So, I was at the Most Powerful Women convention this past weekend, and there's so many great tips that we learned, and I'm trying to figure out how to recap them and put them all back together and bring them to you in a way that's easy to digest and where I'm not just throwing a bunch of information at you. So, one of the analogies, if you don't know who Eric Worre is, I highly, highly recommend that you go and watch some of his stuff online and look into some of the trainings that he does. There's going to be another women's event next March in Las Vegas, and I'm planning on buying 5 tickets this week. And, I highly encourage any of you, especially those of you in leadership, to look into going. But one of the analogies that he gave was talking about starting strong and how much effort do you put in the beginning. And I think most people, I know I did this, you start out and you think, okay, I have life, I have children, I have a job, I have this, and so I'm going to put in 20% to this. I'm going to dip my toe in the water, see how it goes, and then if it starts to get really big, then I'll do more. That was what I did. That was why I didn't sponsor anyone for my first 6 weeks. That was why it took me until month 2 to hit yellow, because I just wanted to kind of dabble and see how it went. And the analogy that he gave was an airline pilot. And so if you're on the runway and you're getting ready to take off and you decide, hey, I'm going to give it 20%. That's what I'm going to give this engine 20%. Are you going to move forward? Yeah. But are you going to get off the ground? Probably not. So, you get a little frustrated and then you come back and you say, okay, well, that wasn't enough. I'm going to give it 60%. I got to put in a little more. So what happens then? You're going to move forward. You're going to move forward a little faster. So now you're moving faster on the ground and you're starting to see more results, but you're still probably not where you want to go. And you're still not going to get off the ground. So then you come back and you think, okay, the only way I can get this airplane off the ground is if I give it 100%. And so you have to start out right as you head down the runway, giving it 100%. And then once you get off the ground, you're up, you're in the air, you accelerate, you level off. Anybody that's ever been on a plane, you don't stay at 100%. You scale back to maybe 70, 80, and then you can kind of stay there. And then when you want to take it to the next level, you accelerate again. And then you can level off a little bit and stay there. And it's the same thing in our business. You have to give that 100% if you want to move forward. And then once you get where you want to go for the time being, you can scale back a little bit. And you can kind of coast for a little bit. But every time you want to go to the next spot in your business, then you give it more power. So my challenge to you, especially if you're brand new, but it also works if you're kind of leveled off in your business and you want to take it to the next step, is you commit to do that 100%, whatever it is, for 30 days. And if you can fully give it 100% in selling and sponsoring and trying to grow your business, then you can get to that spot at the end of May where you can level back a little bit. And, you can kind of coast a little bit on what you've done and the results start to come forward for you, even if you're not working quite as hard. When I look at a lot of the top leaders on this team, that's what they did. That's, Krista, who signed up and the next day she sold $600. Or Brooklyn, who hit green in about 6 weeks because she sponsored roughly 20 people in her first 2 months. That's not to say that if you're giving it 20% or whatever you have to give, you're not going to move forward in your business. It just means you might not move quite as quickly as you hoped. So if you want to move fast, if you want to promote fast, if you want to grow fast, you have to give it that 100%, and then you can scale back from there. So that's my challenge to you for May. Love to see who's interested, who wants to take it. I will run with you. That's my plan for this month, to grow and to really hit it hard. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great Tuesday, and if you have any questions, let me know.